Welcome to Talking Bridal with Bridezilla, and today I am joined by the one and only Phoebe Hayter. Welcome.
Hi, Kelly. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Great.
I know.
I'm very happy to be here.
I know. You're loving life.
I am.
Right.
In a great mood.
Good. Great mood for Monday morning.
Great mood for a Monday.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Welcome. I've been wanting to get you on for a while. It's going to be interesting.
I'm excited.
So, first of all, tell our listeners all about you and how you started in your makeup artist journey.
Okay, so I am Phoebe.
Yeah.
How did I start? Okay, so I've been doing makeup for like 10 years now.
Okay.
And I actually left school and was going to be a primary school teacher. There's like teachers run in my family, love kids. I was like, okay, going to go to uni, do primary education. So did that.
Yeah.
Went to uni, but lasted a year.
Okay.
Not great at studying.
Okay.
And to be honest, I just really wanted to travel and see the world. And at that point, I just wanted to live a kind of quite carefree, rebellious life.
Brilliant.
So I ended up just going all over the world, really. I worked in France, I worked in Greece, Australia, but I did it as a nanny. So I would go and live with families and travel at the same time. So I ended up in Australia and ended up being there for nearly 3 years. So I came back to the UK when I was 23. When I was in Australia, I worked with children, but also I'd met a friend who was a makeup artist, and she was just starting out in the bridal world of makeup. And I should mention, growing up, I always loved doing my friends' makeup, and I was always kind of really obsessed with like magazines and like looking at the models' makeups, and like that part of it always really interested me. But at school, makeup artistry was never a career option, right? It was never like...
it never was. It was never a thing. No.
So anyway, my friend in Australia was like, look, I need some help doing base makeup at some weddings. Like, are you interested? Do you want to help? And I was like, do you know what? I've done childcare now for a really long time. Let's just give it a go.
Yeah.
And so, so I went and started helping her, assisting her on some weddings, like no experience, but I just thought, why not?
Just give it a go.
And loved it. I loved the buzz of a wedding morning, really exciting. And yeah, from there I was like, okay, maybe I could do this, but I wasn't at the sort of stage to go out on my own and start my own business. Like I wasn't experienced enough. I didn't have enough training. And anyway, fast forward, I ended up coming back to the UK when I was 23.
Yeah.
And I ended up getting a job with Laura Mercier on a counter.
Yeah.
Which for any makeup artist that like want to just get some initial experience, like go and get yourself a job at a counter.
It's the best place to start.
Totally. Just getting like some hands-on, just literally working with all different types of faces, skin tones, everything. Like it's such a good way to just gain that like experience.
Yeah.
So worked for Laura Mercier for a couple of years. But at that point I was like, you know what, I want to have a bit more freedom. I want to start doing bridal. I want to, go out on my own. Yeah. But again, I wasn't at the stage where I was ready to do that, start my own business, because you have to be busy enough. Like you have to, it's a big leap.
And I guess in makeup as well, I mean, like you say, that many years ago, it wasn't, people weren't having a career, like a full-time career as makeup artists.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely got massive over the last few years.
Yeah.
So at that point, I was still working for Laura Mercier, but I had found Christina Gasparis online. And at that point, she had a little studio in Richmond, and I did 5 days one-to-one training with her. Yeah. And at this point, again, I was like, a dream would be to quit my job and have my own business and do bridal. Yeah. But I was like, let's just go and train with her. Let's whatever. Yeah. And in that 5 days one-to-one with her, I mean, I have to talk about Christina, because this lady is like my mentor, my inspiration. Yeah. I feel like I owe her a lot.
Yes.
Because yes, as much as I've worked really hard, like she taught me so much right at the start.
Yes.
She really ingrained in me that like, if you want to get bookings, you have to produce really high quality photos.
Yeah.
What you put out on social media is so important. That's what you're going to attract.
Exactly.
So she's an amazing woman, an amazing businesswoman as well. She's
insane.
Killing it.
I'm a huge fan of Christina's Academy as well. Obviously I don't do makeup, but I've spent exactly the same time with Cashier as you have, and did the 5-day course. And I think, going somewhere like that and training, that really intense training with the best people in the industry, you can't, that just gets you on that stepping stone to the next level. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely.
So after training one-to-one with her, and it was a tough 5 days, I remember I was like, she doesn't mince her words, Christina, and that's what I love about her. Like she was, she was really teaching me, like, you need to do this better, and I love that about her. And after that, I had like real fire in my belly. Like, okay, I can achieve anything if I put my mind to this. I just need to work really hard. Yeah. I do think I was very lucky at that point. So I trained with her like maybe 6-7 years ago. And at that point, Instagram was not as big as it was now. Yeah. So I think I had a good little gap.
Yeah. You had a good head start.
A little bit, yeah. So at that point then I started really working hard, getting just doing makeup on everyone and taking photos and perfecting it, practicing, just working really, really hard behind the scenes, not paid, but I was just getting stuff out there, getting my name known. And slowly but surely I started to get a lot of bookings from that. And then, finally went self-employed. I think it was only like 6 months later. Like I in that 6 months, I worked really hard, got the bookings, and I was like, okay, I think I can do this. Yeah. Let's give it a go. So that's it really.
And now, I mean, I'm a huge fan, as you know. We've known each other for quite a few years now, and obviously you work with me on lots of projects and things, portfolios, weddings, part of the team. I've got you in as one of the kind of team leaders, and, doing education now as well. I mean, we'll go on to that in a bit, but you've, such an inspiration. And then you went on as well, didn't you? We've got to mention, because you haven't even mentioned it. You went on to win the wedding industry awards.
I did.
Nationals.
Yes.
Not just regionals, the nationals. What year was that again?
So that was 2020. So I won it in COVID
in lockdown. Oh
yeah, so it was amazing. Like that, winning that award, I worked so hard for that. Yes. Like I remember, like that was my goal. Yeah. Like
that's what I want to win that. On. Yeah.
So worked really, really hard to just produce really good content, and
and you do,
and it was amazing that I won that award. Like I still kind of pinch myself that even happened. Yeah. But I mean, I had this like hugely busy year ahead of me. Yeah. After winning this award, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And then, COVID hit. And I remember it was just all taken away from me. It was, I mean, for all bridal hair and makeup artists, it was so tough. Yeah. But so my kind of career was a bit kind of disjointed after I won that.
Yeah, it's a pain lockdown, wasn't it? It just kind of threw a spanner in the works for everything. Really did, but I think off the back of that, I mean, obviously you've picked up completely where you left off, and now you are absolutely flying, putting out some amazing content that everybody loves. And you did also just do, not that long ago, a tutorial for Christina's Academy.
Yes.
I mean,
so
that's got to be another highlight of your career so far, surely.
Yes. So actually in lockdown, I remember feeling really low and just like, I just want to do makeup. And I never did makeup on myself, never did makeup looks on myself, because I was like, well, who's going to want to see my face? They want to see models' faces. And anyway, I was like, well, I have no choice. I really, if I want to keep like in people's view on Instagram, like you have to show up. Yeah. So I was forced to do makeup on myself. And so I started doing like a look a day, and, and it kept me busy and sane. Yeah. And anyway, from that, I kind of kept my following, and then from that, I started doing some guest tutorials for Christina. So Christina Gasparis has an online academy now with like over 2,000 members, I think.
It's
like
incredible.
she's amazing, and Kasha. I mean, it was like an absolute honor to I think I've done like 3 now guest tutorials for her. I've done a live. So that's also like
it's amazing,
a massive thing for me.
Yeah,
that she's asked me to do that.
And if anyone wants to have a look, obviously they can follow you on Instagram at Phoebe Hayter MUA.
Yeah.
And obviously some of your work, that one that I think you did for Christina's Academy is actually on our, the Bridezilla Facebook, Bridezilla Instagram page as well.
Yes.
Always share all your stuff. So yeah, moving on to, I guess, this year.
Yeah.
We're almost in peak wedding season.
We're nearly there now.
We're I feel like the start of the year has been we've actually got a model coming in soon actually. So we've got a portfolio day that I'm doing with you, aren't we?
Yes.
And then I think that's our last kind of one before we hit the ground running this year.
Madness.
It's going to be crazy. What would you say coming up into summer? What sort of looks are you? I know you've done a hell of a lot of trials already at the studio this year. You seem to be in there like every time I go in. I'm like, oh, Phoebe's back. She's here. What's the most requested this year? What are you kind of? Obviously, you've been on. You've been doing more courses. We did a course only a couple of days ago together, but trends change all the time.
Yes.
What's going on this year? What would you say?
Interestingly enough, this year, I've actually found that brides are wanting to pare it back a little bit. So they're not wanting as much base makeup.
Okay, yeah.
They really want skin to look like skin.
Yeah.
And actually, I mean, a lot of the time, well, not a lot of the time, but I have had quite a few trials this year where they just want like a tinted moisturiser, pinpoint concealing. I have noticed that this year quite a bit. Brides are wanting a much more subtle look.
Yeah.
Not as intense. I mean, I have to educate them that you need a certain amount of makeup on your wedding day, for it to last and for it to look nice in photos.
Exactly.
So it's getting that fine line.
Yeah.
But so I would definitely say a little bit more natural skin.
Okay.
I mean, my sort of signature style is quite, I hate soft glam saying that, but
it's that word.
I wouldn't, I would say my makeup's quite timeless,
modern, elegant, luxe bridal.
Yeah. I love a lash.
Yeah.
But I love like individual cluster lashes, as a lot of makeup artists use. But like very fluttery, soft, nothing too heavy.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of brides like bronzy eye, radiant skin. That's kind of my vibe.
Sort of bronzy, dewy, especially for the summer.
Yeah.
Do you find that they switch it up a little bit if they're getting married in the sort of autumn winter? Do you find it's sort of a slightly different look? Or
so when I meet my brides, actually, but even before the trial, I will get them to fill out this form. And it just gives me a lot of information about their kind of interpretation of the wedding, the style of it. So obviously I know what time of year it's going to be, what colours they're going to use, flowers, things like that. From there, I can kind of gauge as well, like what outfit they're going to wear as well, how they're going to have the hair, all of that kind of I do have to take into consideration when I'm creating a makeup look. Obviously the bride has an input, like I will always ask for photo inspiration, but then I will obviously recommend what I think as well, and then we'll come up with something together, but that's it really. There are a few factors, you kind of have to look at everything as a whole.
Amazing.
Make sure it all blends as like one look.
Exactly. So I've seen your kit. I mean, you come in with so much kit.
Too much.
You've got loads. It's like Pandora's box there. So I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit.
Okay.
What would you say are your 3 top products in your kit right now? Because I know you're always like obviously getting new stuff in, trying out new things. I know you get sent a lot of stuff to try out as well. So what products are like your 3 go-to at the moment?
Okay. Foundation wise, at the moment, I'm loving Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk.
Amazing.
It's a really lovely foundation. It's very like thin in consistency. It's buildable. I think basically it's good on all skin types. It gives a really nice skin like finish, very airbrushed. You can build it up as well. I'm using that a lot in my kit at the moment. I'm noticing I'm like gravitating towards that.
Yeah.
That would be my first one. Lip liners, love NYX. Love NYX, like they're £4 a lip pencil,
really,
and they're so good.
And they're amazing.
They're just as good as other brands.
Yeah.
Love NYX lip liners. I have quite a lot of them in my kit. Actually, a moisturizer that I'm using at the moment, which is very pricey, but it is luxurious and incredible on the skin. It's by a brand called Augustinus Bader.
Wow.
It's in a, like,
I've never
even
heard of that.
the packaging is like
Is
luxe.
it? Yeah.
It's like blue with like a copper lid.
Wow.
It's like some scientific magic in that bottle. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah.
So that's just like a moisturizer that you put on as a base.
Yeah, what I would use to prep
makeup.
the skin. And they have like different types. I've been using the rich cream, which is very, very rich, but great for someone with like a normal to dry skin. Just, yeah,
amazing.
It's amazing. Enjoying that at the moment.
Good to know. Noted. So moving on now to what's currently happening literally in the last few weeks.
Yeah.
I know you've been putting together some courses for
Yes.
education.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that. What's made you
Something
now
that
decide?
I've put off for so long,
I
Kelly.
know. I've been telling you for so long. Phoebe, you need to run some
I
classes.
know,
And I know,
know.
you come in and you're going to be like, training the, Bridezilla team. Not that they need, but it's just keeping everybody up to date.
Yeah.
And, everybody loves you in the team and they all learn from you. So it was always going to be the next step, I felt, for you to go into education. What made you decide to do that now?
I don't know whether because I was going to be a teacher. I've always had that kind of in me as well. Like, I do love teaching people how to do things. I feel like it's the right time for me in my career. Like, I feel like I'm ready for it now. I don't know. I never felt ready before, but.
So you're going to be doing some group training, masterclasses and some one-to-one?
Yeah. So I'm going to offer one-to-one training. So for makeup artists that just beginning or just want a little refresher and just to see my sort of signature style, what I do. Offering that, and that's about 5 hours training, and I can either supply a model or they can bring someone themselves, and then they get really good content as well for their Instagram. So in return they'll get more bookings. So you're
going to be obviously doing probably similar to what I do in my training courses, because we can obviously get them the good content, but also you'll assist them in how to take the right photos, how to get those images that are really going to sell and make their Instagrams pop. Amazing.
Exactly, because that's a massive thing. Like,
it is. That's half, well, more than half the work, isn't it? It's actually you can do incredible makeup and hairstyles, but if you don't take the image and the content right and the lighting's not right, it's not going to sell.
I think that's what lets quite a few makeup artists down is they're amazing makeup artists or hairstylists, but they just don't know how to take good photos. Post edit them with lightness, brightness, tint, warmness, saturation, all of that. That all takes the post editing takes time.
It does.
I never will take a picture and just post it. You've got to really
go through it with a fine-tooth comb. So that's all something you're going to be teaching on your courses
definitely.
And where can people find out about this? Obviously, I know between the two of us, we're working on this. We're working on this behind the scenes. Hopefully by the time this podcast comes out, there will be a link to the website, your website, the Bridezilla website, where people can go on and have a look at the courses that are available. So they'll be coming up very, very soon. But if people do want to contact you in the meantime, they can contact you through your website or your Instagram page if they're looking to book on a course. So moving on to my final question that I ask everybody that comes on the show. No. I mean, there's probably a few. And I think I know which one you're going to say. But tell us your Bridezilla story. Not really Bridezilla, but what's the worst thing that's happened to you on a wedding morning?
To me personally, or to a bride?
To you or a bride.
Okay.
Tell us your funny story.
So, I mean, I think I've actually already told you this, but I've got to tell the podcast. Was it funny? I mean, now I can laugh at it, but I was at a wedding a few years ago, and the mother of the bride, we were getting the bride ready at the mum and dad's house, and the mother had spent ages like sorting out the back garden, making it beautifully landscape for photos, right? The photographer decides to take the bride out in the front bit where she hadn't gardened and like pruned the bushes. So already she was a bit annoyed. She was like, go in the back. it was the most insanely windy day. Like, it was so like blustery. So anyway, I like do the makeup. I'm kind of just packing up, and the photographer's taking the bride and the bridesmaids out the front to take the photos. Anyway, the bridesmaid comes back in and she's like, do you have anything to get something off this dress? And I was like, what's happened? And she was like, a leaf has blown dog poo onto the bride's dress.
Oh my God.
Horrendous. I
mean,
at
the front of the dress?
At the back? Yeah, it was at the front.
It was, okay, proper.
I mean, I think it was like low down, but it was
there.
Visible.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was pretty bad.
Did you manage to did you help to get it off?
I did. But, you know, I've since learned to always carry chalk with me.
Chalk?
So white chalk is really good for getting anything out on the dress.
Is it?
Yeah, instead of like a wet wipe, anything like that, use chalk.
Oh, okay.
White chalk.
I remember attacking a bride's dress with one of the bridesmaids actually got, she went to get dressed into where the dress was hanging up and put fake tan on her legs, like you do on the wedding morning. And she brushed past the bride's dress. She got her fake tan all over the back of the dress. And I remember thinking, I've got nothing. It was just wet wipes.
Was it a lot?
Quite a bit, yeah.
I
just kind of said to the photographer on the way out, just make sure you Photoshop it out. And I just said to the bride, it's fine, you can't see it. Have a lovely day. Bye. But oh my God, it's terrible when things like that happen. So chalk, that's a good tip.
Yeah, I like chalk. And I always carry a sewing kit.
Yeah.
Just in case. Not that I'm a sewer, but like just in case anyone needs like a safety pin or anything like that.
It's good to have a little bride's emergency kit.
100%.
Amazing.
I always just have little bits with me. Amazing. Just in case.
Just in case.
Yeah.
And a little gin in case they're feeling. I always have a little miniature, just in case the bride's feeling like a little like, I'm like, have one of these. It's fine. Have some
nice.
Of that. Nice. No. Oh, well, what can I say, Phoebe? We could talk forever. I think I'm already getting looked at through the door like, hurry up, wrap it up. We're over time. But I'm going to have you back on again, no doubt.
I've loved it.
Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Oh, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
Like having a good old chat, isn't it?
Having a normal chat. Yeah,
loved it.
Thank you so much, my lovely.
Thank you for having me. See you next time. Oh no, I shouldn't have said that. Thank you for having me.
You're so welcome.